it's only a matter of time before they take over in yet another department. So this is a little bit of the FUD that was going on from Forbes. Here's how much Tesla stock could gain as Elon Musk steps down as Twitter's CEO. Well, there's a correction there. Chief Twit, actually. At least HBO with Bill Maher got that correct. Yeah, so there's just Forbes saying pretty much Elon stepping away from Twitter is going to be this big deal, like he hasn't already been managing his time properly or something. But hey, that's just kind of that's kind of what the legacy media has been narrating to any of its listeners or viewers. This one is from Yahoo Finance, basically the same headline, so there wasn't much originality there. From CNBC, you had the same headline. What's this going to do to TSLA? Pump it, right? Because Elon spends too much time at Twitter, was basically the gist of it, like what I just said, pretty much. And from Market Watch, Tesla stock moves lower as boost from Musk's Twitter CEO pick proves short-lived. Well, anyway, he already had his dog Floki running Twitter, right? I think he was trying to make a point by saying that. He's also the majority owner, or like the full owner now, right? So whatever he says is going to go. The lithium refinery groundbreaking wasn't the only event. Actually, just yesterday, Tesla did their shareholders meeting, and there was an hour-long Q&A with Elon Musk. The presentation was good. I covered it on Anchor and Spotify. And everyone up and down in the Tesla community, the true Tesla advertising team covered it all over the board in social media. So if you want to listen to Tesla News Tonight's take on that, check it out on Anchor or Spotify. But also, when it comes to mainstream finance media or the legacy media, Elon Musk, after the shareholders meeting, actually conducted a 1 hour long interview on CNBC. After that, they covered many of the things that he said throughout that interview for the following 2 hours of the broadcast there on CNBC. So just another nod to the advertising. Being on CNBC is that legacy style anyway. So advertising was something that I also covered in the podcast I've done recently. There's actually one that's going to be coming out tomorrow morning, and one that I came out with today. So you could check out Anchor and Spotify there and get a listen. But I just want to cover real quick what Tesla is actually doing on a little note that I wrote quite a while ago when I was brainstorming just some of the things. And Tesla News Tonight already covered the moat, the most opportunistic automaker, Tesla, or Tesla versus the world on Rage-A-Hol on YouTube. Anyway, I go on kind of a tangent here with some of these notes, basically talking about the importance of Tesla Energy, which is going to be potentially as big or bigger than their robot vehicles. The cars, of course, big deal with that are the savings to not have to, get as many repairs or, buy, let's just say, as much fuel as opposed to charge with an all-electric vehicle like a Tesla. Obviously, you're going to pay less. You're going to pay for a charge. You're not going to pay for any gasoline, petrol, or whatever, or diesel fuel, whatever you're using in a non-electric vehicle. What is this I wrote here? Soft. Scale money signs. Soft. Oh, soft and hard because of the software. So there are over-the-air updates in the vehicles, which could also be done with the Optimi, are the Optimus humanoid robots, pluralized. So that'll be something that comes down the pike. It'll be the same with the semi-truck. It'll be the same with the Cybertruck. It'll be the same with all their vehicles. That's why usually when I hear people talk about robotaxis or a vehicle that's made specifically for doing robo-taxis? I don't know. I guess maybe, but pretty much it'll be like that. Anyone that has FSD in their vehicle, you just get the update going. I guess you probably have to pay for the monthly connectivity as well. I'm not sure how that works exactly. I don't have a vehicle yet, but you'd be able to just have it once it's finalized. So if you get to that level 4, level 5, well, any update can be done over the air, but when you get to that level where you can start doing aka robo-taxis, then there you go. Your Cybertruck's a robo-taxi now. And the Cybertrucks will be coming out this year. That was something that was discussed in the shareholders meeting as well. The hardware, of course, is the value or part of the value, different than any of these other terrestrial vehicles that other companies have made in the past, different than any of the legacy cars that have been made in the past up to this point. Let's see, we got Dojo for training, which is kind of hard to pinpoint for me. That's definitely an area where I want to do a lot more research. It's really it's really like the nuts and bolts. it's the important stuff. It's what, no pun intended, but it's what drives the learning. And then you have your brain, your neural network for FSD, which could be driving, doing. When it comes to Optimus, the humanoid robot, being able to learn and do. I talked about that also because there was an Optimus video that was played at the shareholders meeting, and then there was also Optimus was discussed thereafter by Elon Musk and the importance of it and the revenue it can bring in for Tesla. So that's why that's why that was discussed mostly for the shareholders, like Tesla News Tonight. Sounds like a good time maybe for me to say Tesla News Tonight is never investment advice, and Tesla News Tonight is never financial advice. Tesla News Tonight is no kind of professional, but I'm going to give you all the news that I can, all the opinions that I can. So that's what I'm here to do. And I'm documenting this for myself as a long-term Tesla stock investor. More full disclosure there. Tesla News Tonight is a long-term Tesla stock investor. Artificial intelligence. Artificial general intelligence. Product to competition. What do I mean by product to competition? I actually had to read these notes just before I did this, and I read that and I thought, oh man, I don't know, what did I mean by that, product to competition? Well, when it comes to the vehicles, that's one thing. The vehicles could be sold to any of their competition because they're not just a car company. Really, are they even a car company? They're a robot company. Their vehicles are robots disguised as cars or trucks or semi-trucks, and they have humanoid robots. And if you haven't seen the latest display of what Optimus can do, I think it would be interesting to watch and try to connect the dots. I will put out a video about that as well. I wrote it in my notes somewhere. I have so many notes all over the place and a lot of empty boxes with which I have to put an X through to make, to signify that I did it. So I have a lot to do. So the robots are another product that can go to the competition, meaning whether it's Walmart or whether it's Amazon or whether it's another company that does terrestrial vehicles, they can use Optimi in their factories, in their warehouses. Something to think about. A new expanding customer base and NWO. So new expanding customer base for Tesla is pretty much what I also talked about in some of the latest podcasts that I did on Anchor and Spotify. So check the one out today. Go back into the past, check them all out. That'd be cool too. Let me know what you think of them. But tomorrow morning I got one going. It's actually going to be coming out around 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, or 2:22 Eastern Standard Time. Anyway, NWO, New World Order. What do I mean by that? They're taking over. I've been saying that again and again, and so has Rage-A-Hol, or Rage-A-Hol the band on YouTube. because they have the plan. They have the plan to connect the dots themselves, put all these things together. And if you're really paying attention to a different multitude of areas, because you have to remember, really, as an AI company, AI can be kind of branded or can be used for anything.